Hello, my name is Wanda Dial, and I am an education specialist slash language literacy coach for Head Start Early Head Start program here in Jefferson County. Um, I love what I do. I, there's an advantage of what I do, especially with this research this study that I just did. Um, Research has shown that children need a consistent caregiver with loving interactions to thrive and achieve academically. So, in the position that I'm in now, I have seen that the children have been attending our early Head Start program and they receive very good care. But data indicates that language, social, emotional, and cognitive development is low. Okay. The purpose of my study was to explore the impact of intentional quality interactions between caregivers and children had on the children's academic success. So the data that I used was Teaching Strategies Go. And in my research, I actually presented several graphs, figures that indicated that children were not where they need to be, the majority of the classroom. Okay. For one figure, the data provided information in a Kingston Head Start class. And in that class, the report indicated that 94.59% of the children did not meet expectations in the developmental area of language. 94.59 did not meet expectations in the area of development, of language development. Also, the data showed that 83.78% children did not meet expectations in the social emotional part of development, and 75.68% of the children of that class did not meet expectations in cognitive development. Another figure that I presented showed that in a early Head Start classroom, 78.26% toddlers in this classroom did not meet expectations in language. The data also provided information showing that 60.87% of the toddlers in that classroom did not meet expectations in the area of social emotional development. And 47.83% of the toddlers did not meet expectations in the area of cognitive development. This was a concern to me. So I went and based my research study on this data. The study plan was to use the time series design, and this design involves teacher observations, device recordings, and teaching strategies assessments before and immediately after the study. The teachers will receive objective feedback that will foster communication about classroom activities and interactions. Teachers will be provided support to amplify quality interactions, engage the children in more conversations, and introducing new words and expanding on vocabulary. The population, the Sherman Heights Early Head Start Center has students ranging from 2 months to 4 years of age. The school's enrollment is 152 students, and the student population is 95% African American and 5% Hispanic. Of the 152 students that are currently enrolled in the center, 80 of the students are infants and toddlers. The sample of this research included all the infants and toddlers of the Sherman High Early Head Start classroom. The role of the participants were to actively participate in everyday opportunities in the classroom. The classes went on as normal during this study. The children were not asked to do anything extra. It was the teachers that I was mostly looking at and their interactions. Um, um, Environment was safe. I made sure that the environment was safe for the children. Um, nothing was changed except for they wore a little device, and the teachers interacted more. Um, we did provide a parent orientation before we began the study, and they had to sign a permission slip, and it explained to the parents everything that the study was about. We did also tell parents that at any time, if they thought their children were, the study was harming their children in any way, that the child would be pulled out. Okay. The timeline was 11 weeks. Each classroom did a a pre assessment. Um, I went in and I coached, and they got professional development and for 11 weeks. And then we did a post assessment. And the assessments, might I say, they did show improvement. The data did show improvement in the children's language development, cognitive development, as well as the social emotional development. What would I change if I had to? The changes that I would make in my original plan. In my original plan, I went in just to do observations and look at teachers to see how they were interacting. In my original plan, I would change the fact that I'm just doing the observations, and I would put in professional development for teachers. During this research, during the whole process, I did learn that our teachers, they love what they do and they care for the children, but many of them do not know how to scaffold um, in language development as well as in cognitive, especially in early Head Start. Many of our teachers believe that the children are babies, and this is just the way babies talk or babies interact. And so they didn't push children as far as I feel like they should push them. Looking at the data, I understand that now. I would focus on the professional development of the teachers because we do an in service in my program. We do a pre service every year, 2 weeks of intense training. But by the time the teachers get their classrooms set up and get their children in and get them acclimated to the classroom, teachers have forgotten everything that was shoved down their throats those 2 weeks. So I believe that the professional development for teachers should be more tailored to the individual teacher. I believe that all teachers need coaches because um, teachers are wonderful. They are. And you have some very strong teachers, but you have situations where they can still grow or situations that they don't understand. There are situations where I don't understand. I was a teacher for 21 years and I've been an education specialist for two. And there were challenges in my classroom, but I went and did research. I did research. And I think that's important for teachers. I think we as teachers need to be researchers. Our names need to be changed from teacher to researchers because you have a classroom full of children from different backgrounds, from different socioeconomic statuses. Um, and you have to actually research to see how can I reach this child. That children do not learn the same. So I just think that we need to I need to focus on professional development in a different way. Instead of doing group or the entire center, I need to break it down and do classroom by classroom, because what's going on in this classroom might not be going on in another classroom. But one thing that I did notice in all of my classrooms at Sherman Heights is that the language development was very low. And so I did address that as a group. And then I went in um, to address it with teachers on individual basis and according to situations in their classrooms. And we did see some growth in the children, and I did see some growth in the teachers. I want to thank you for the opportunity to do this video. I think this is the fifth one I've done. And I'm just praying to my Heavenly Father that it took, because I love school, but anyway, and I love doing research. I really love this. That is why I was such a good teacher, because I always was trying to figure out why and how. And I think that's what we need as teachers, to be more researchers. Anyway, I thank you for this opportunity, and I hope I get an A. Bye bye.